Did you know that children are more likely to be abducted than adults, both at home and on the street? In fact, a child goes missing every 40 seconds in the United States.
And for us as pediatricians and parents, these are scary statistics. So we must start teaching our children about how to deal with strangers.
But when is the appropriate time for us to do this?
Well, around the age of 5 or 6 is when most children are unsupervised in public. This is a good age to start introducing this concept of strangers to your children.
We've all heard the words, "don't talk to strangers." But the trouble is, this advice doesn't always work. After all, we can't make our kids fearful of everyone and limit their social development.
Children commonly think of a stranger as someone who looks different or scary, but that's not always the case. Strangers can range on the spectrum from being nice to not so nice.
When a child is lost or in trouble, an appropriate and safe thing to do would be to ask a stranger for help. Teach your child who these appropriate strangers would be. A couple of examples are teachers and police officers.
Patty Fitzgerald, who is the founder of the site Safely Ever After, recommends replacing the word stranger with the word tricky person. So a tricky person is not what someone looks like, but rather what they say or ask you to do that makes them tricky. Let your child know that an adult should not be asking another child for help. An adult should always be asking another adult for help. Also, an adult should not be asking a child to keep a secret. Make a rule for no secrets in the family. This concept helps to empower children and gets them thinking about the situation instead of creating fear with the words stranger danger.
Patty also mentions the never never rule. Never accept candy or treats, never enter somebody's home, never go for a walk, and never get into somebody's car without a parent's permission first.
Teach your children to trust their own instincts. For example, if someone makes them feel uncomfortable or if something just doesn't feel right, tell them to walk away. Also, listen to your child. If they don't want to hang around a particular adult, don't force them to. And investigate further, as there may be something going on that you don't know about.
Take the time to read children's books that discuss the examples we have mentioned today, such as
Not Everybody is Nice by Frederick Alamonte,
What If a Stranger Approaches You by Anara Gard,
Your Body Belongs to You by Cornelia Spellman. Finally, continue to cultivate your connection with your child. Those children who are not getting enough attention at home or who find it difficult to connect with their parents are especially vulnerable to a predator.
Connection in any relationship doesn't just happen. It requires work and time.
But there's no greater investment of your time than giving your child the emotional strength that they can draw on through each chapter of their lives.
Never go for a walk, and never.
Me find this or that in my car. And an adult should always my car. And